Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander, and it is mid-June of the year 2023, which means it is opening weekend of a film that is controversial, question mark, not because of the contents of the movie itself, but because of all the crap surrounding it. And that's right, we are talking The Flash, which is a film that I was kind of on the fence seeing for several reasons. First one being the DCEU, doesn't exist anymore. So will I be able to enjoy a film knowing whatever they're setting up will never have a payoff? And then, of course, there's the big Tanton in the room, which is the poor behavior of the main actor who plays not only one, but essentially two roles. He's in this film a lot. Do you want to support somebody who behaves in such a way? Then you have the hundreds of people who made this film who should be recognized for their work. Which one weighs out? But my brother was in town and he wanted to see it, so away we went. So as always, when I do these videos, I just want to give you a little bit of insight to help you make a decision if you want to spend your time and, most importantly, your money to go see this film in a theater. So the short answer to that is maybe. I know on Rotten Tomatoes it's getting, I believe, good buzz. People are enjoying it. I'm not, I think I know why, but I don't know why so much praise. And I think a lot of it could be boiled down to personal preference. I think I can say this without giving too many spoilers in case you do decide to go. So here's the thing. There was a lot of it that I liked. There was some of it that I liked a lot. And there was a lot that I could do without. And I'm going to start there with what could I have done without? And that was pretty much the whole first half of the film. No. The premise for The Flash is essentially Barry Allen. His father has been in prison for a long time for the murder of his wife, Barry's mom. He's up for an appeal. The evidence they need for the appeal is not going well. So Barry, in his frustration, runs really fast, finds out he can open a portal to the past. Can he, should he, could he go back in time to save his mother? Guess what he chooses? Chaos then ensues. So I get that the opening sequence is to establish Barry in his everyday world. They could have gone 100 bajillion different ways. That didn't make me go, so it's this action sequence that is so chaotic, so bonkers, and involves so much CGI, and it wasn't good CGI. We had a bunch of CGI babies, and it just looked weird, and I'm just going, this is what we went with. Okay. Which also leads me to number two of what I could have done without, which was the CGI. There's so much of it. It's everywhere, and a lot of it is not good. And a good chunk of it, besides the fight scenes and the action sequences, was Barry's face. They CGI'd a lot. We're talking Joss Whedon, Justice League, Superman level of CGI mouth. And it was weird, and I don't know why it was to such an extreme. I could have done without so much of that CGI. And then there is the character of Barry himself. We have a version of Barry we've seen on television for the last, 7-8 years. So now we've got Ezra Miller's Barry, whose energy, it's almost as though they went, oh, he's fast, so he needs to be fast with everything. Quick, jittery, he's twitchy. He is so twitchy. And then we get two of them. An 18-year-old who grew up with his mother, Barry, is even cranked up to more than 1,000. So it was just this nervous energy that for me is not my speed. It's exhausting. It was energy vampire. Colin Robinson would have been ejaculating all over the place. And then 18-year-old Barry has friends who are just as, and yeah, just that nervous, twitchy was a lot for me. You might be totally fine with that type of a personality. Me, I was tired. So what did I like? It kicked off for me when the Barrys went to Wayne Manor and we see Michael Keaton, Old Man Batman, what has he been up to now? Which is not a lot because he thinks Gotham doesn't need him anymore. So he's just been chilling in the empty Wayne Manor. So seeing this version of Batman was nice, interesting. We got those iconic lines. We got the classic Batmobile. We got the Danny Elfman soundtrack. It was great. And then we get Kara El. Instead of Kal-El, we got Kara El. And Kara El did not drop in the middle of America. She was not raised by a little Midwest couple as the all-American kid. Oh no, she was in prison and tested on in some Russian Siberia. So she does not have the warm, fuzzy feelings about Earth that Clark has had. So that little dynamic of her not really being all for saving Earth, fascinating. And I really wish they leaned more into it, because there was a half a second where you go, ooh, is she gonna side with Zod and they're gonna have to take her out with Zod? That could have been interesting. They didn't go there. Kind of wish they did. But it was intriguing. There are cameos upon cameos, and that was fun as well. Some of them were deep cuts. Deep cuts. We're talking Wild Wild West deep cuts. But does that alone make the film? So this is why I say it's a good, hard maybe. If you like the DCU, if you like old DC movies, if you don't want the cameos spoiled for you, go check it out in the theater. $5 Tuesdays, matinee. You'll probably have a good time. If you're feeling a little nostalgic for the 80s, or perhaps what could have been, throw it on. You'll have a good time. But otherwise, it's just kind of, it's there. It's there. I know, so helpful, right? But at least I didn't spoil too much of it, I hope. But I am interested in what other people are going to say about it. I can't wait to jump online and start to watch some of the reviews, because I think this might be polarizing for many, many reasons. And I want to know the tea. I do. So I would love to know your thoughts as well. And of course, as always, please take care of yourselves. Stretch your bodies, as this is your reminder. If you haven't already, go eat something. Hit subscribe, because I would love to see you again. And yeah, thanks again, y'all. And until next time.